So is that helpful or unhelpful?
Unhelpful.
Okay.
Ow.
Ow. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yes, okay. So you said I probably will be? Won't be, yeah, okay. Anybody else have that thought? Like, oh, I'm not going to win this. Negative thoughts? Yeah, okay. And you have thought? I'm probably going to fall. Okay, good. So your brain's going to put negative stuff in your head, right? I really want you to take this away. When the brain does it, just expect it. When I was driving over, I've been doing these presentations for years and years. When I was driving over here, my brain put the same negative thoughts in my head as it always does. Oh, Brad, what if you're late? What if you don't get there? What if your presentation stinks? What if it's boring? What if the computer doesn't work? All those thoughts go through my head. But I'm so used to it, I just kind of go, dude, you've been doing this for a while. You're good. You love being in front of kids. It's your passion. You get started to be fine. And that's how I talk myself through it, right? I want you to think the same way to your games. When you go to games or training and stuff, and your brain's like, oh, you're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. Coach is going to put you out. You're not going to start. All these negative thoughts. I want you to just go, maybe, but I'm going to be focused and ready to go. So expect negative thoughts to come in and have a plan on what you're going to think next. And we're going to do a cool little drill with you guys to do that, okay? So if those were unhelpful thoughts, you guys all did plank. You went and did it. What were some helpful thoughts you had that helped you get started?
You've been probably like more than last time I did the plank test. I've been doing a lot more exercise.
Good.
If you've done this once before, then you can do it again.
Yes, and that is such a helpful thing. When something is new and unfamiliar, when you go to a showcase or a tournament, maybe a new field play, a new team, your brain's going to be like, oh no, what to expect? You go, dude, I've played a bunch of soccer games. Yes, it's a different game, but it's really similar. Anything you can do to remind your brain that you know some of what's happening is good. So saying, I've done this before, I'm good, okay? Other helpful thoughts people have.
It'll be over soon?
It'll be over soon, yeah! Sometimes it's like, hey, you're gonna last forever, right? You can get through this. Okay, all right, so those are helpful and helpful thoughts. This is a question I'm always curious because I get different answers with different teams. So can I see hands? How many of you, so your choice is, would you have wanted to know about this yesterday? Or would you rather just known about it like we did today, just boom, it happened and you're out there? Who would have rather known about it yesterday? Okay, for those people who raised your hand, why? Why would you want to know about it yesterday instead of just finding out today?
I had practice and I was nervous about it.
Yes, okay. So finding it out yesterday would have been helpful because you go to practice? Okay, yeah, great point, right? You can get prepared, okay? What else? Who else would have rather had known about this yesterday? Okay, and what's your name, please? Kira. Okay, so Kira made an awesome point. She's like, man, if I know about it yesterday, I can get prepared. Some people like to get prepared. For those people who did not raise their hand and go, no, I just want to find out now, why? Yes, that is one of the biggest answers. It's like, I don't want to worry about this like last night and today. I just want to show up and just do it.
I don't have to think about doing it.
Right. Good.
I don't have to like worry about thinking that I'm like doing it or like mentally prepared.
Yeah. So, and that's super, super common because that's how our brain works. Now you guys know something different. Now you're like, well, dude, what's wrong? You're like, that's just what our brain does, right? If you tell me something's coming tomorrow, our brain's like, ooh, how's that going to go bad, right? This is just the way the first thing the brain throws at me. But if I can go, well, let's talk about something that might go well, I can see a balance, okay? So for all of you, do you typically know when your games are?
Yeah.
Do you know when you have a paper due?
Yeah.
Do you know when you have a test?
Yeah.
Do you know when you have a tryout?
Yeah.
Do you know when you have a showcase?
Yeah.
Yes. So most of the big challenging things that come your way, you know they're coming. So for those of you who can worry and overthink like me and like our brains do, what you can tell yourself is, if I start using some of these mental fitness tools that Soccer Resilience has, now I can take advantage of know it's coming and get prepared. Because if you knew it was coming, some people are like, I would have worn different shoes, I wouldn't have had a big lunch, I would have done this and done this different. So take advantage of the time you have to get prepared, and we can teach you how to get your mind to not worry as much and be more focused on some things that can go well. All right, this is our next challenge. If you can all stand up for me, please. All right. You guys, by the way, are doing awesome. Way to hang on Friday. Okay.
The way she puts her arms.
So now, can anybody name any player here?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Nope. What is this? What's this?
All right.
What is this?
Yeah, everyone's kind of there. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So here's what I want you to do,
I took a
please.
picture when she was trying to go like this.
So what I want you to do, please, is on the count of 3, I would like you to please cross your arms. 1, 2, 3. Just cross your arms. Okay? And once you cross your arms, after you cross your arms, and just please put them down by your side. Okay? Now I'd like you to cross your arms again, please. Okay? And you put them down by your side, please. Okay. This last time, I want you to cross your arms, but put the opposite arm on top. The opposite arm on top. The opposite arm on top.
Wait.
Okay. And now that you've done the opposite arm on top, now if you can please sit down for me. Alright. So if you can tell me, what was it like the first 2 times you crossed your arms?
Regular.
Regular. Okay, what else? What else did it feel like?
Regular.
It felt regular? Uh-huh.
Kind of in place.
Kind of in place. Uh-huh. Regular in place. How else did it feel like those first 2 times? Normal. Uh-huh. What else? So we got normal, in place. Okay. All right. How many times in your life do you think you crossed your arms like that? A lot, right? Like more than you can count, right? Okay. So you've done it more than you count. Okay, now the 3rd time you crossed your arm with the opposite arm on top, what did that feel like? That makes your hands big. Uh-huh. It felt different. Uncomfortable. Uh-huh. Like the first time. Different, uncomfortable like the first time. Okay? Did it feel weird? Yeah, kind of weird, right? Okay, how many times in your life have you crossed your arm that way, the opposite arm, the opposite way?
Not as much.
Not as much, uh-huh. Rarely, not as much. So if I said for the next 6 months, 3 times a day, you're going to fold your arms the opposite way, in 6 months, what would it feel like then? Regular. Yeah. So that is exactly what it's like with mental fitness training, guys and girls, right? It feels kind of weird. A lot of stuff is weird. I saw your cryo chamber and I saw the sign, just breathe. I'm like, that's so cool, you have a sign, breathe. And I saw a ton of hands about you breathe. Do you know that people told me about breathing for a long time? I'm like, dude, that's weird. I'm not gonna breathe. Like, I'm not gonna tell my athletes to breathe. That's just weird, right? They're like, hey, Brad, you know, yoga is really good. Mindfulness is meditation. So I'm like, dude, that's just weird. Okay, I'm just not gonna do it. But then eventually I'm like, okay, fine. And I started doing it and did all the research and like, this stuff really, really works. And it's awesome. So a lot of mental fitness is weird. So I even work with pro athletes, I go, look, it's just weird. It feels weird and strange. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. So I ask you to push through the weird, right? The uncomfortable. You're gonna learn sessions, learn videos, and you're like, really? Like meditating? That's kind of weird. Breathing before a game? Breathing before my free kick? That's kind of weird, right? What do you mean writing down affirmations like focus and relentless, focus and relentless, focus and relentless 3 times? And I'm gonna say it out loud? That's just weird. But these are the things that train your mind to go in a helpful direction so you can be more successful, you can have that confidence. Because remember, if we don't put things in our mind that are helpful, our brain's gonna go ahead and put negative stuff for us anyway. That's what we're up against. Okay, so now what I'd love to do is take you guys a little bit through our online academy, just show you a little bit, and then we're gonna go play some soccer and put in some mental training. It'll be awesome. All right. So we, in addition to doing these group sessions, we also have one-on-ones, and this is something that is so cool. So we have a lot of different pro ambassadors who know mental fitness, and you can do one-on-ones. And so what it is, it's so cool, is that they can talk to you about stuff they go through as pros. They'll be like, yeah, you know, did you watch the game when I was on playing Chicago Red Stars versus North Carolina Courage? Yeah, you remember in that 60th minute when I took that horrible cross and went out of bounds? Did you see my head go down? Yeah, like I lost my confidence, right? And then I remembered this strategy. I told myself, hey, next play, you got this, next play. And I bounced back. So they can share with you about challenges they go through so you know you're not alone. And then they teach you really cool skills and strategies to do it. And I know you look at a lot of pros and think like their life's been perfect and they were youth players and things were easy. They had a lot of struggles. And so they can really relate and connect. It's an awesome thing. So if you're interested, you can reach out to Candace, to Sarah, Chris, reach out to me, and we can hook you guys up. That's a really cool service we have. And then this is our online academy. And this is where we have pros who use this and speak into different things about how you guys can learn mental fitness. It can be kind of fun. So let's check that out, and then we're going to go on the field here. All right. So the cool thing is this online academy, all of you guys are gonna have access to, and for the parents, your parents are gonna have access to this as well. And it's super cool. So our website's actually gonna change really soon, but for right now, this is what it looks like. So you go to our page here. So that is me way back in the day. Shorts didn't get much better, guys. I don't know what to tell you. All right. So we're gonna go here into UM Online Academy, and we have different things. We have sessions, we have videos, and we have these like kind of tools you can do that are really cool. So we have it for players, parents, and coaches. So if some parents are listening to this and they're like, well, I want to figure out how to step up my mental game and help my kids instill that kind of mindset and mentality, a ton of things in the parent section. Since you all are players, that's what we're going to check out here real quick. So we have our 4 pillars, where it's like take control, develop purpose, build perseverance, enhance performance. All 3 of these pillars, 1, 2, and 3, they are gonna help you play much better. But a lot of people are like, dude, I just wanna go number 4. Like I just wanna go like, how am I gonna play better, right? But when you learn how to be more in control of your thoughts and have a mindset, that's gonna help you play better. When you can harness your purpose and find out what it is and use ways to make it come into your mind more often, you'll have more confidence and perseverance. And then how to push through when things are tough, because everybody hits a wall. But a lot of times you don't know what to do. So you know what I did when I was in college? When I would hit a wall, my anxiety would get big, I would just run. I would like double down on fitness. And you know what? It doesn't make the problem go away. It just made me more fit and stressed. But now there's tools to help change that kind of stress, right? Okay, so we're gonna go in here. I'm just gonna show you some videos. So you have sessions you're gonna see. We have these cool things you guys can print out and stuff you guys are gonna do with Sarah. On some days you kind of print stuff out.